Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Great to have you with us in this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. They're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
Anthony Gould now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans still going. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023, it's Joe Flacco.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience...
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff, and with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder, and, man, we could feel it all the way up here in the booth.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Flacco. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. Here's Flacco. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Man who traded green and gold for Viking purple, it's Aaron Jones. And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. Second down and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. The kick is good. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. Flacco. He's got the big man, Mo Alley-Cox. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Darnold now on first and 10. connects with Jordan Addison. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Second and 7. They run it once more with Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Third and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Flacco. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Flacco to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and will leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. All even on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And 3rd down coming up.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
They're trying to run for the first down with Jones. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
Kevin O'Connell made the decision, and he will throw the red challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of a couple.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Now a handoff. Jones. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Darnold to throw. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Flacco to throw. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Catch made. That's Woods. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. He'll look to throw. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. But we try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Stephon Gilmore.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Darnold to throw on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Darnold. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is caught. What a throw. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here's Flacco. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Darnold. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Darnold. In trouble, and down he goes. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings got a solid first-half outing by their veteran quarterback, Sam Darnold. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes, as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Colts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Flacco. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Third and a yard. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
The Colts about to kick this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Here's Powell to return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson headed back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the pass.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Kwity Paye bursting through to bring him down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing, Flacco. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Indianapolis. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll stick to the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run here. He's going to have a Vikings first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll run. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Throwing, Darnold. Here comes the screen to Jones. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Now he'll run. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
They face 2nd down and 7. They run it once more with Jones. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9. Jones. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So big spot coming for the kicker, Will Riker. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that 1st down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
Now on 2nd and long. To throw is Flacco. That one complete to Pierce. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Flacco to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and Him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll look to throw again. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And with that throw, Mike, now they're clearly in position where they can at least attempt to tie the game with a field goal. But I don't think they should take the foot off the gas. Continue to take shots downfield. Continue. See if you can come away with the touchdown, knowing you at least have a field goal try if the touchdown doesn't work out.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to force overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Howell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third and long, here's Darnold. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Here's Flacco. That's complete. Kylan Granson. Third and 5. Now Flacco. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with first and 10. Here's Jones. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get this complete. It's Addison again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Flacco. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Here's Taylor. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go right back to Taylor. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
3rd down, 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot, and frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here in OT. And the final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.